town between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Right to the air is Carr. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground if they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down. Right back to Tolbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. To throw, it's Carr. This throw left side is caught by Tober. Touchdown, Jaguars! One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points in the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. The Lions had 7 and 4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
3rd down, it's Willis. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really
know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hey, check that streak.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go to Elliott again. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Elliott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Willis, 4th down here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Malik Willis, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. On second down, here's Pierce. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On first down, Carr escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A run for Pierce out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw his Carr. He's got his man on the out route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Lions have recovered.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what is the stick?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Willis will look to throw on first down. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Cut 19, 18 Randall, 18 Randall.
Willis looking to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On third down, it's Willis. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Willis, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
19 right.
Willis will look to pass again here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On 2nd and 9, Willis caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 10th carry now for Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Cougar 19.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
70 Ranger. 19, Pioneers.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Carr going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Carr.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Right there, hurt.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Lions. Hey, check that.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Dragon 60. Go Streets. Buffalo 18. Drop 60.
Now Willis.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The kick by Lambo is good.
So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll roll him out right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Here's Carr.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Elliott running right. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 average, 60 average.
Back to throw, Willis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on. Hit. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, Willis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Panther 11. Cut 19. 18 running.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Referee
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On the set.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Bobcat. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Pioneers. Dragon 60.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Trap 50. Trap 50.
On first down, Willis. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Inside give to Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Nifty move.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready?
A give to Elliott running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 average. 60 average.
Here's Willis. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
Now Willis.
And this This is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Warriors 70.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakit. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.